What's up? It's Wes here again, and I feel like finding the opportunities to hang out with me is harder than it seems in theory, right? Because this is my moment to shine. I shine all night and I wait for permission, but I feel like I'm fine, drowning out alone at sea. I'm here with me, but I walk away, walk away. Where did I go now? How can I find abundance in my heart when I lock eyes with you tonight? This life has waited for me for too long. I'm ready to show up, baby. This high has me waiting for the come down, but I don't wanna come down, 'cause I've learned to fly. Whoa, slow, yo, whoa. This is what I wrote right now. This moment is where I store my inner feelings, store my thoughts, store my energy about what I can see. So I've realized I do a lot of kind of fidgety stuff with my hands. And it's because I'm so locked in with what I'm thinking about, with the lyrics. I don't even need to go, 'cause it's the night for me. And I feel like I just want to become smoother, right? I want to be more buttery. Buttery, baby. I'm dripping down pancakes, baby. It's smooth, it's like butter flowing on the riverside, down the waterfall. 'Cause I just need to learn to glide, ice skate, rollerblade, and take off in flight. I'm ready now. Tonight, flying, ready, right? Gosh, these themes that come to me when I'm so focused on the flow that I'm not thinking about the words necessarily, right? Words are coming to me all the time. All right. But I'm not worried about what I'm going to say necessarily. And I think the feeling of right, if I'm putting out a 2-minute freestyle, I think I have more worry that the content needs to be more on point. You know, there's a reason that my words have to be more succinct, and there needs to be more dopeness wrapped up in all of me. And taking the time, right? That's why long form content is dope. I've started to consume that, right? Long conversations that just got a camera on them, listening, right? And I think my ability to bring in all of these different forms of expression into just one thing, which is just simply me in front of the camera. Give me a beat on the background. I can jump into the songiness of it, and also I can fall into the speaking to myself, hanging out with me, right? The street noise is a little bit louder right now because it's a really cool day outside. It's been stormy clouds, windy. I got the windows open, a little bit of breeze coming in. I turn off the fan when I'm recording because it's really loud. And so I'm sitting, waiting for something to happen, right? I'd pop down on this couch on the daily, right when I get home, and be pull out my phone and just start consuming. Now I get home and I'm set it on the table and be ready to roll, right? Like, I think that there are people who, right? Like, gosh, I've had so many run-ins with the type of content that I think I want to provide because it's what I've liked to consume. This one, like, video game streamer, I forget his name, Typical Gamer, Mother Gaia on Twitter, these people just popping in on live streams, and then whether or not I join them live, I'm consuming because, I was getting home from work when I was waiting tables, and it was like, I wanted to be able to just chill and feel like I was just hanging out with someone, but I didn't want to, like, it's like, in that way, it's like, oh man, go give me that college life. In a way, right? Like, I almost had that type of environment back at Somchai, my old apartment, but I never took advantage of it. I never quite infiltrated or, got tangled up in all of the people there. And I think it was just because I wasn't trying. I was just getting home, closing my door, turning on my air conditioning, and just, like I said, pulling out my phone, pulling out my computer, figuring out what shows I could binge, right? Like, it's really crazy. We're kind of at a place where it's like a new Netflix show comes out, and it's like, I can binge it from 4 until midnight or 4 until 11, right? It's like a 10 episode season. That's kind of crazy. And I want to be bingeable, right? Like, I want you to pull me up. Yo, you see Wes Only? Drop that new shit. I'm about to chill, right? And I followed this guy who was like this stoner who just would like stream, post videos of him just blazing, hanging out, listening to music, talking about how high I am. But it made me feel good. I'd light a blunt with that dude, I wouldn't be, and oftentimes I'd be playing video games as well. That type of double consumption. And surprisingly, I do live on a very quiet street, funny enough. But trucks gotta drive by too. Right? Okay, let's get into this, because right now it feels like this is the moment when I would be like, ugh, okay, this video hasn't been good so far. I sang a little bit at the beginning. The cars are loud. I haven't really been talking about much. But I kind of have a bone to pick with that perspective. Like, one sec, I'm gonna pull up a new beat. It's not, right? Gosh. Like, feeling like, oh man, let me go back in and edit, to do that quick cut blog style storytelling video type shit. But me scrambling for the words is part of the beauty of what I have to say, right? That's what I've learned being a freestyler for most of my life. Like, I find another beautiful thing every time I think I just made a mistake, or I think I said the wrong word, or I couldn't quite come up with the word, so I hesitated for another beat and a half, came in on it, and completely switched up the entire rhythm of what I was trying to say. Here, let's get into it. Okay, these subtle nights got me feeling like I could fly high. I'm ready for the charge in the night. Hold me up in your arms when I pop the beat back. When I found you, you found me. Oh my goodness, what do I see? I spy with my little I wait for no man. I am in charge. This is the thing that I've been doing. This is the thing that I am constantly improving. This is the reason that I feel dope as hell. This is the season for me to grow, for me to jack in the beanstalk. It's about to be where I'm meant to be. If I feel free, then I'm meant to be. Buzz. I'm having fun. Okay. This life, this little light of mine, I need to let it shine. This love inside my mind, it's here to stay. I'll say you waited for me one day. I showed up on time. It made me feel like I needed to cry. Whoa, it's this moment, I feel it. Whoa, you've been here in my love. It's like the Holy Spirit. 1, me, I talk what I need. 2, God, the cloud above. 3, the internal energy that is simply using me to be. Whoa, because everyone around, right? We all have that light inside. We're all one, right? That really feels incredibly real to me. I was hanging out with my friend Tony a few weeks ago, and it was the first time I had ever done this kind of like, right? This kind of thing of like, I can choose where I drop it in, right? As I am here. Let me put on a better beat, or like a more upbeat beat, because I want to play more with how I can drop in the lyricism, the rhythmic way that I hang out. I am bad for this time. I wish that my rhymes were coming to me faster. You know, I know you slow me down, but it's not a laughter that I had to cry. You know, sometimes I just don't really feel it. Oh, this is going to be way better. It's a little bit more chill, but it's going to be a tiny bit more upbeat. Bruno Major and Daniel Caesar type beat. I feel like mixtape soul. Okay. This is right? You know, I think like as I'm listening to Tangentially Speaking, oftentimes I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to listen to this music. I'm trying to listen to Chris. But like, for someone who's trying to listen to me, you're trying to listen to me. I'm gonna bring in this beat, and it will be underneath me for all time. There's no reason for us to have an ending to the sound that we're making, and I feel like ready to ride my life around. Oh wow, I'm really feeling it in my head, this feeling of, I don't think this is good enough to post. Dude, but that right there is the thing that's gonna make me post this, because, dude, I don't wanna be judging my shit, because everything that I'm saying here is truly real. It makes me feel in tune with myself, right? Like, it's interesting how I develop this feeling of incredible confidence when I'm teaching math to my kids, because math is so black and white that I'm like trying to give them these little tricks about how I think about it, how I go about the process, right? The different steps that I want them to try to take to do this math concept. We're talking about percentages right now. And, right, like it's a little bit more difficult for me to hit that stride when I'm teaching them linguistic ideas, trying to get them to come up with their own words to do with this vocabulary, right? It hasn't really felt natural for me to like drill vocabulary. I'm trying to play more games, but then oftentimes the games aren't really directly related to them learning the English concepts that I also have to teach them. So when I hit that math, it feels like, okay, I know what this is. My main focus is giving them the simplistic language of describing my mental process of attacking the problem that's in their book, and saying, try it, I want to help you. And, you know, it's not that I can't find that in all the other areas of teaching. I think, you know, especially with like music, art, PE, it's a lot harder for me to give them shit to do. Fuck. I don't know. Again, it keeps crossing my mind, so I just keep wanting to talk about it. It's the truth of what I'm feeling right now, that I feel really self-conscious and inadequate in this expression here in these 16 minutes that I've been talking. And I know that that's just, I don't have to qualify it every time. I don't have to be saying, this was dope, that was bad, this is me, get it back, how could I not be where I wanted to be? What happened to my plan of attack? Hold me in your arms, please. I need some loving, I need some gentle cuddles, I need to curl up, I need to feel loved, I need to feel like I'm not alone in the world. Whoa, hey, hello, okay, be back, I'm Wes. If you had it, wish it had you. Back in the day, back in the high school days, feeling like, yo, I took a lot of stuff for granted. I'm out here in Thailand, and now I have abandoned the sense of life, the sense of obligation that I had to that old shit. Societal expectations got me feeling like I need to get in tune with who I am, what I be, and where I'm intending to breathe at, right? The life will sustain me. Oxygen exists across this planet. Language, right? English being my native tongue. What a blessing to have a lot of the world integrating English as the way to connect with other people, right? Imagining like Europe, the UK and the US kind of just sending out their roots of language everywhere, right? Like English being one of the official languages of India, right? Of I imagine a lot of countries, and you know, even if it's your second language, you're going to another country, that's going to be the thing that will connect you, right? Like hearing about one of my friends from Thailand going to South Korea, and yet English being the common denominator to be able to interact there. Asia to Asia, English is coming into play, right? That blows my mind. And so it feels like, yo, I've spent a lot of time honing my ability to speak freely, to articulate in a way that can be absorbed, that can be condensed down to the absolute necessary ideas that I think are dope, that I think are valuable to be said, right? And obviously, there's a lot of filler. There's a lot of stuff that's not ideal. There's a lot of noise, there's a lot of missteps, there's a lot of beating around the bush that I have to get through if I want to be able to eventually be the most direct speaker that I can be. you know, and I think part of what makes me so motivated to keep at this pursuit is the fact that I can see the progress that I've made when I wasn't even trying to make progress. I was just doing, I was just having fun, I was just rapping, I was just like having conversations, and here I am now rapping, having a conversation with myself, having a conversation one-sided, albeit, with the person or persons who end up watching this video. And so it feels like, damn, I don't have to apologize. I don't have to be upset that I wasn't me right now back then. Right? Like, duh, hello. I wasn't me now then, okay. And duh, that's a given, right? Alright. It feels like, honestly, I don't know if I'll post this. I think I should, though. I really think I should. But I feel like I want to just pop off this track. I didn't, I know. Again, I have to. I will. Truly. So thank you. I'll see you again. Seriously, I might record one here in a little bit. Try to just get that feeling back. If I don't post this, I won't, but I might. But I should. I will. Hello. Love you. Wow. Yep. Thank you for being here with me, because I'm here with me, and this is what I needed, is the idea of you to help me right now. That's time travel, baby. Feels good. Okay. I'll see you again.